with it, patiently waiting. I see you masked up, do anything for money and clout, cause you gassed up. Now I could be wrong, and I ain't trying to prolong, but these images you project and keep us singing the sad songs. The love of money is the root of all evil, so every time you draw us for blood, like a needle, I just have to paint the picture, so I definitely need an easel, so you can see deceptions and the depth of all perceptions, misdirections, the tricks to keep you put behind bars, cause a lion won't be a king if he don't fight through the scars. Say that I can feel your pain, like you poke voodoo dolls, and putting our hands on y'all will not further the cause. Pause. Systematic oppression in the dissection keeps us in the circle of circumspection for our protection, and because of our complexion, no power, no connection, they will question your honor while we stand in objection. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that is the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that is the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. If I was you, I see why you be mad at me. Inherited the pedigree, the school of practicality, focused on reality, illuminating tragedy. No time to be coy, you niggas murderers, revenge bring us tears of joy. Fresh broad red strokes of infrared beams, symbolisms you learn while enforcing the catechism. You claim to love your people, but champions of division, creating your own isms, thus makes you a schism. No matter how you slice it, it's like you hit a lick but couldn't determine what the price is. Pointing finger guns because death is what suffices. Freely a shooter but yet a slave to these devices. I'm just speaking real. How many of us traumatized for you to rise? Guess you aiming for the Pulitzer Prize. It's in the sky. Hope it's worth the sacrifice of your brothers and all the mothers that cry because you felt like your people were fit to die. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that is the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that is the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. Yeah.
Chicago faces an epidemic of gun violence. This year alone, more than 2,100 people have been shot, more than 400 killed.
The U.S. has recorded its highest increase in rates of homicide in modern history.
I know people who can't walk from their house to the store without a gun on them.
Why is that a reality? Why do people feel like they have to have a gun on them?
Because people getting killed left and right. It's sad.
I got shot twice now. I could have been gone, but I'm still here, so that's God. I know that's what. So this hell on earth.
It's hell on earth?
Yeah, it's hell on earth.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. All black is the uniform. Soldier dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for 'em. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for 'em. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Niggas talking, it ain't nothing to make a mouth bleed. I don't hang with them if they don't share the same seed. When homie blood, he gon' bang till his brains bleed. Trying to save me from imitating the TVs. They only telling half the story. They don't show thugs cry when situations get gory. You was just gang banging with your homie till some niggas came with the gang and banged on your homie. His brain stain splattered. Your mind start to scatter. Y'all share memories, now you staring at his data. Hammer low, you scheming. Get back to the trap house, you howling and screaming. While grandma always tell you about the deacon like he decent. When he was fucking male COs in the precinct. Yeah, you a thief and a murderer, so a sinner. But he be fucking niggas and they label him a winner. That nigga ain't no better. He scheming in that cashmere, you toting them Berettas. I pray for all my niggas, but you a faggot in the pulpit, claiming you know God, condemning the gangster niggas that's gon' ride for their pride. Instead of teaching him the white man is his enemy, you get grandma to teach him the unholy trinity. If you heard one verse, I know you probably sick of me. I don't like people anyway, I'd rather keep a fifth with me. You don't know if it's the gun or the liquor, the plot can get thicker. I've been the bully, hella camps with my niggas. It been the max with the fullies, not allowing niggas to push me. I've been applying pressure to see if these niggas push. They argue with the dice, acting like Tweed, beefing with the pussy.
Not about to draw on y'all, rappers fuck all y'all. We gon' go the distance like calling calls. You call the law or call it off. I started off prescription flow. Know that I be killing the flow, but it's no restriction though. And non-fiction, you spit the flow when it's fiction though. They always tell you, homie, you got it, there's something missing though. Switch my style a verse and then I switch the flow. Shit infatuating, captivating till I'm finished though. I need the verse from you, not give me a minute, show that real ill skill feel, Wild West Philly flow. I hit the beat with precision until it's critical. That audio, heroin, dopamine in the video. I kick that fire, spit knowledge, see what you really know. Cause we withstood the fire like Cedric, Meshach, Abednego. Teleconnected, my mind is thinking the pinnacle. When I'm hella connected, I rhyme on beats like a chemical. Alchemist with the alchemy, focus, transducing faculty in the host of Yahweh and hoping that he look out for me. Focus is how I ate it and opened the better route for me. Now that I ate the roll and it's bitter, I spit it out of me. Told you 100 fucking times I'm the best. 16 up in the clip, you feel a rhyme in your chest. Rhyming noodle, time to school you with the rhyme I finesse. My talent depressed, so I ain't got the time to progress, nigga.
I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Clothes with a garment down to the foot. Lil' mama came back and took another look. Them fringes and them studs probably got her shook. But all I could tell her, I am not a crook. Whole team winning. Can't do it by myself, I brought my whole team with me. Tonight I need some help, I plan on killing these niggas. And I ain't talking murder, shorty feeling these niggas. I know she probably heard of us, One West, Harlem, New York, since 1969. Looking for an Israelite woman that I can get behind. Take her to the promised land. Show her good niggas exist. Fuck what her mama saying. You understand? Listen. Fourth dimension blue is my cologne. All I did was say shalom, and she offered me a phone number. Especially when I'm in the zone, I tell fire to the moon. Girl, you playing with the wrong. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. And you ain't never seen nothing like it with a drip so hard. Made her straight, she was dying cause a nigga cold as ice and sharper than a knife. I could change your whole life just by making you my white man. Look, that nigga got the boots, beard sprays, man. Look, that nigga got the garment with the shades, man. Look, that nigga got the spikes on his armband, and he got the Sheila David on his charm, man. No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, my lady in the dress, they hating, we dead fresh. I'm making their ass sweat with all this masculinity. I can tell she feeling me, my swagger on infinity. And this ain't something you can buy. They asking who am I traded in my suit and tie. And I just got a garment from the captain. Catch me in the club smelling like black. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold and studs of silver. Hebrew drip.
Take Final Cut Pro to the next level with the ultimate bundle. Just $99 for every single Final Cut plugin we make in one huge bundle. Dynamic transitions, epic effects, pro templates, creative titles, and
Hey, shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Brakatham. Good night, boy. It's blurry. Step up. Wow, that's crazy. All right. If y'all could give me like 2 minutes, I'm trying to send out this email to get everybody in here while I'm at it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. But definitely share this video. Get this video out so everybody can see. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can jump into class. You know what I'm saying? We streaming from a new YouTube channel today, as well as, you know, UPKFL, where it's original. I mean, wow. Shameless plug real quick. So we streaming from I.S.U.P.K SoFlo on YouTube, as well as I.S.U.P.K Florida. All right, so if y'all can, man, go ahead and subscribe to I.S.U.P.K SoFlo. All right, do that now. That's our new channel, so we're gonna be running from there as well. So subscribe to I.S.U.P.K SoFlo on YouTube. Just type it in, you should find it. I.S.U.P.K SoFlo, and we also running from I.S.U.P.K Florida. on YouTube, as well as No Couch Florida on Facebook. All right, so give me a few minutes. I'm gonna let y'all vibe out. I'm just trying to send this email.
Okay. Homie, I've been one who is bred, one who is vetted, one who is pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One who is in my brain, one who is in my heart, one who is when I finish, one who is when I start. Big shine, big glow. I'll be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the window, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slip though. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we about to demo the building. Fake tats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak with a bin shot ya. The best rhymer, since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Kong. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm throughout pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. That I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain of $150. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's U.P.K, not apart, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West.
Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Handle lights and teddy bears. I'm trying to leave your block romantic. Flicking off the hip, I lead a scene looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld. Best believe we not gonna stamp it. Titties on the drum, the stick figure looking outstanding. Rip his top with the hands of the Lord. Call that God tears. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas. So let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT. I tell them God did. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me, that's suicide. Of course, I sound cocky to a glizzy eater. Fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode. I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. Don't wanna be like Kyrie, they wanna be like I. She said she lost it till she found me, and then she found the tribe, and then I make a bout face until she called me out of wine. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. All time, no questions asked. We come and find you. His problems, my problems. And I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style. I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd. Tell them all, throw in the towel. Half moon with a silencer. Make it sound like a howl. We the shit. We about movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown. When I take it, I'm proud. I get the order. Bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on a beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. Dad go shoot for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jake up, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. Why I show up the court with jeans on? I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite. I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal all time. No questions asked. We come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit on my product. I take my pride. Tell them all, throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Heavy is the head with the crown. When I take it, I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back, wait with a smile, nigga.
Pendo, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white.
All right, my bad. All right, this is it. I am Itazar, priest and officer Itazar of the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. It's lucky for the hold up. This is the Lashawan Qadash class where we study and learn the Hebrew. All right, the word Lashawan Qadash means holy tongue. All right, Lashawan meaning tongue, Qadash meaning holy. All right, so what we do in this class, man, we teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians their true culture, what it means, what it insists of, you understand, what it consists of. If you're new to this class, please subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to I.S.U.P.K SoFlo. Hit that like button. All right, hit that share button and share this across your social media platforms. And you know what I'm saying, let's get it rocking. All right, so I'm gonna put up the alphabet up here. You understand? First in the Paleo or the ancient Hebrew. Okay. So next I'm gonna put up the pronunciation. So this is the A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Up. All right, so that's the Paleo Hebrew, ancient Hebrew. This is how it's written, and this is how it's pronounced. All right, never let anyone tell you that this is not Hebrew. All right, because the thing that they speak, the thing that is known as Hebrew today, the so-called modern day Hebrew, which they call Yiddish, is pronounced with O's. You understand? O's and E's. You understand? What else they got? Oo's, like you. All right. This language does not have these sounds. Doesn't have these sounds, man. Esau, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, got his language, his Yiddish, from this language, and he morphed it and changed it and tried to blend it with his languages, like Russian and Dutch and all these weird, disgusting languages that no one ever likes to hear being spoken to him. You understand? Except for Esau. So he took our language, which is a simple language, a bunch of ahs, bahs, and gahs, and a couple of I's. You understand? And he turned it into something disgusting. All right. Well, this is the Lashawan Qadash, the holy tongue. Holy means separate, set apart. This language is not like any other language on this earth. The issue is they took this language and changed it in more ways than one, even down to the actual characters. So as you can see, this this A looks very similar to the A. Why? Because they took our language, which was originally a cow or ox head. They took that ox head image that we created and turned it up all the way upside down and came up with the A. All right. The B that they have today, which is like this, they did the same thing. They took this symbol and then started to morph it. And it became more and more morphed until it became a B. And that pretty much happened to all the rest of this language as well. And you can go and look it up, Google it, research it. There's actually a guy, an Edomite, who did a video on it. Now, of course, he's not going to tell you the whole truth, but he does mention that the modern day alphabet comes from the the word he used was Semitic Phoenicians. That's the word he used. Of course, we know what a Semite is. It's someone who descends from Shem, but that is a big, a big cast of people. You understand? A lot of people are technically Semites, but there's one people who have this language today, which is the Hebrew Israelites. You understand? Nobody else keeps this language. So they took this whole entire language. Of course, you see the L looks like an L. The M, or the Ma, resembles an M, and the Na resembles an N. All of these are the I, when David first when Adam first drew the I, he used the actual I to represent it. He used the eye, the pupil of the eye, to represent the eye. That's where you get that from. All right, the obviously the T, it ended up being turned on its side, and then this cross went to the top. This is exactly how it went. It went from this X-looking symbol to this symbol to this symbol. Okay. The sh, they took it from that up and down motion like water, and then turned it on its side, and then they said, let's get rid of this, and it became the S. All right, so our language is is like it says, Jerusalem is the mother of us all. Understand? Everything that we know comes from Israel. Everything. Even though Israel is the baby nation. It was the last nation conceived in the earth. Israel was the last nation conceived. However, this language dates back further than Israel. The land Israel dates back further than the tribe of Israel. You understand? If you tune in to another class, you know what I'm saying, we could discuss how the Garden of Eden was in Israel. But that's another topic for another class. This is the Hebrew class, and this is the Hebrew. All right, so I'm going to get this off the board, and I'm going to write it in the Assyrian. So if you don't know by now, the Hebrew went from being written in its original form, which we call today the Paleo Hebrew, or the ancient Hebrew. The word paleo means ancient, to a more modernized Hebrew, or the Assyrian Hebrew. The reason being is because of certain captivities and linguistics and stuff like that. I could do a class on that once I, kind of round up all the information about that. But basically, throughout our captivities, the writing changed, which is why we have the Tanakh written in the modern day or Assyrian Hebrew. And that looks like this. 1 second. More or less. Okay, so this is the Assyrian Hebrew, how it's written. Now, again, it's the same exact thing. From the A to the Da. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Z, K, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Kaza, Kwa, Ra, Ra, Sha, Da. Okay, it's the Assyrian. Last week I went over how to differentiate these. You understand? Because some of these characters may look like another. You understand? Sometimes they look very similar. You understand? So it's hard to tell which one is which sometimes. And then also they have different characters when they fall at the end of a word. Not that one, but these ones all have a different character. So they start off this way, but if they fall at the end, the ka looks like this. All right. So I'm gonna give a couple of examples of this real quick. Hope y'all take good notes. What's up, Chance? What's up, Crystal? What's up, Lewis? Hold on, let me get y'all on the screen real quick. We got Lewis. We got Crystal. And we got Chance. Salakia, I did not put the link in the. All right. If y'all want to jump in, the link is now in the comments. Jump in with me and say if you're enjoying the class, definitely thumbs up the video, share the video. All right, this class is very necessary to get back our rulership, our identity, our culture. Understand the world is full of lies for one, but it's also full of a bunch of just evil, you know what I'm saying, and things that are not our culture, things that they will have us believe are our culture, but have nothing to do with us. You understand? Though we partake in these things, does not make that our culture. We might be the number one going to prison, in the world, but being a prisoner is not Black people's culture. Being drug dealers is not Black people's culture. Being whores, aborting our babies is not our culture. Although we participate in it, and we may participate in it more than others, that does not make it our culture. It makes us slaves to a people who enforce these things upon us. All right, so boom, y'all should have that by now. All right, so I'm going to write a few examples in the Assyrian Hebrew just to show you what I mean by some of these words. And before I do that, I'm going to write the words over here. Hold on. Hope y'all can read that fine. All right, use these at the end of a word. So we have first, we got the K. Yeah, K at the end of the word. We have Ma at the end of a word. Na at the end of the word. Pa at the end of a word, and Taza. Hope y'all can see this. You know you're running out of space when you start writing smaller and smaller. Hold on. Okay. So we got the Taza. All of these are only used at the end of the word. So you'll only see these at the end of a word. And if you see these, then you'll know, okay, well, this must be this word because, or this letter, I should say, this must be K because that's how it looks at the end of a word. This must be Ma because that's how it looks at the end of a word. All right, so we're going to use these in a few examples. I think I'm going to go to the Bible. Open up the Tanakh. I could just give you random words, but I like to, since we believe in the Bible, right? Since we read out of the Bible, I like to open up the Bible to get these words. All right, where we at? Where should we go? We in the book of Job, so fitting. Let's go to Job. Funny how it just opened up right to Job. Well, it's probably because we've been reading it for so long, so shoot. All right. All right, we have the word Ha-Qadash. Let me pull that up. Chapter is this? So we in the book of Job, chapter, I believe that is 6 and 15. 16. Job chapter 6, verse 15 in the Hebrew. All right, so I'm going to pull it up in my Blue Letter Bible app. You understand? I also have the Tanakh. Y'all share this video. Make sure y'all sharing. Make sure y'all liking the video. Book of Job 6, verse 16. All right, so yeah, the first word is Ha-Qadash. Ha-Qadash. I bet y'all don't even know what Qadar means. I'm gonna teach y'all today. All right, so this is in the book of Job, chapter 6, verse 16. It's Ha. So that's that letter Ha. I'll put that there. Ha. Qua. Da. Ra. Yeah. Don't worry about this. This is not the spelling of this word. This is, I'm writing each letter of this word so that you can follow along with me. Ha, qua, da, ra, ya, and Ma. Okay. Boom. Ha Qadar Yum. Can anyone spot? Matter of fact, that's common sense. I'm not even gonna ask that. I'm not even gonna ask what I was about to ask. Because you should know. I wrote it. This is the Ma, obviously. This isn't the Ma that you usually see. Right? This is the Ma that you will usually see if it's not at the end of the word. But because this Ma is at the end, it looks like this. Okay? Ha Qadar Yum. So now, let's break it down. Here's our root word, Qadar, which means black. Okay? I didn't know that. If you ever want to, if you think, you know what I'm saying, you got a bun or maybe a bot, you know what I'm saying, if you planning on naming, you want to name them black, like so many people in Florida, the Hebrew word for it would be Qadar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Florida is named black or Qadar. The Ha, who can blow my mind and tell me what Ha means? And what, no, before you tell me what it means, just go ahead and tell me what it means. I'm gonna wait. Shalom, Bayana. What's going on, sis? Good to have you in the class. Okay. Rib of Trooper Masha. So somebody in the chat, tell me what Ha means. Right here. We see Qadar means black. What does Ha mean? No sweat, sis. And if you ain't been able to say it all day, shoot, I'll say it for you right now. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. Feels good. Tastes sweet on the lips. Helps me sleep at night too. What does Ha mean? Anybody? Nobody? How long y'all been in this class? Y'all don't know what Ha mean by now? I know y'all know. Prove to these people, prove to your oppressor that you are taking back your culture. Ooh. Sorry, Chance, no sweat. You understand? That's what we have class for. But eventually, we want to have this in our mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that scripture say, you know what I'm saying? Having the commandments written on their heart. But that's talking about your mind. Of course, that's talking about the commandments. But even this is your culture. You know what I'm saying? The commandments is your culture as well. This right here, you know what I'm saying? You want to have this like seared into memory with all of these meanings. But you're not wrong for not knowing. I appreciate the honesty and I appreciate you being here so we can learn together. You know what I'm saying? We can retain all of this together because, of course, like I just said 10 seconds ago, you know what I'm saying? Our oppressor is the devil. And he took our culture from us. He took our language from us. Now we got to learn it all over again. Well, no problem, since nobody has the answer. Well, nobody, I don't mind you saying I don't know either. I pray that you are honest enough to say that you don't know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing here in class, but you're not allowed to be wrong outside. You know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to be wrong out there. And you know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to teach something that you don't know. So I appreciate y'all for being here to learn. So the ha at the beginning of this word is the, right? It means the. Whenever you see ha at the beginning of a word, it's called a preposition word. And this preposition word means the. Can anyone tell me what yum is? Can anyone tell me what yum is? Somebody, anybody, don't be afraid to be wrong. Don't be afraid to say I don't know. We're here to learn. You know what I'm saying? Keep at it. Before you know it, you'll be reading and speaking in Hebrew. Every time you greet somebody, you be like, hey, YAHANNA with the, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I sped that up. Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shabrakatah. You understand? You'll be like, Matawab, or no, Matawabka, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? You can walk up and be like, hey, Matawabka. Matawabka means, what's good with you? What's your good? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, Mashalamka. What's your peace? You're going to be like, you know what I'm saying, Tawabya. You know what I'm saying? All that. So, anybody? Nobody? All right. No sweat. Hope y'all don't be waiting for me to just give y'all the answer. I want y'all to participate. Participation lets you learn and grow. You know what I'm saying? When you participate, you either get the wrong answer and then you can learn the right answer, or you know that you know when you give the right answer, you know that you know this. You get what I'm saying? So participation is key. So I don't want y'all to wait on me to give you the answer. I want y'all to participate. It doesn't mean you. Incorrect. The water though. I appreciate you trying, sis. Yum. Yum is plural. I would have looked. Chance. No, chance is saying that. All right. Yum just means plural, right? I mean, it means like it makes this word plural. So it's pluralizing, I guess is the word for it. This ain't English class. This is Hebrew class. So I'm going to say pluralizing. If it ain't a real word, y'all let me know. So yum pluralizes Qadar. Ha-Qadar. So the black becomes the blacks. You get what I'm saying? Now, literally though, and if you read this text, it translates it to which are black. So of course we know that the word are means it implies that it's plural. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll just say that are is plural, right? You don't say the stick R on the wall. You know what I'm saying? This is one stick. I'm not going to say the stick R on the wall or the marker R red. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to say the marker is red because it's singular. But I can say the markers are durable. The markers are vibrant. You understand? Because it's plural. So in this exact statement here, it says the sentence reads, which are black-ish, actually. Black-ish. Which are black-ish. If you read Job 16, chapter 6, verse 16, you'll understand what we're talking about. All right. So, which are black-ish. That's the ha-quadarim. They are black. They are black-ish. R is our plural word, which is why yum is here. Black is the subject, which is why this root word is here. It's a misnomer. It's a bit of a misnomer because it doesn't mean which, but it doesn't not mean which, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like if you replace which with the, it still makes sense. The are blackish. You get what I'm saying? Now, this is not English, so it's not a proper sentence, but it means the same thing. That or this or that or the are blackish. You know what I'm saying? So that's ma used at the end of a word. That's why I went through all of this. And you probably wonder, okay, we went through all of that just to show me how ma was used? Yes. Yes, that's exactly why I did it. All right, so we're going to go to another word. Okay. I'm going to use one with, let me see. Maybe I'm gonna throw y'all through a loop one time. See if y'all can follow me. Okay. Someone tell me what this character is in the chat, and I'm gonna wait for y'all. Trust me, I will wait. Until somebody gives me a right or wrong answer. Don't purposely give me a wrong answer, of course. I hope y'all trying. I just want to know what this character is. This is the loop that I'm going to throw you through. Instead of writing the characters up here and how to pronounce them, I'm going to let you tell me how to pronounce it. What is this character? We got 3 people in the class. I should see 3 answers. Hopefully. Right or wrong. And I don't know is an answer. Also, if you want to jump in and join me live, give your live answer. You know what I'm saying? You probably delayed on this video. So everything I'm saying, I said it 30 seconds ago. But if you want to get live and join us in the class, you know, so I can hear you in the class, the link is in the comments. I put the link in the comments. All you got to do is click the link. It's going to bring up StreamYard, and you can join me in this class right here, virtual reality. Reality in virtual form. I don't know. All right. The sister Crystal Morris said Tazah. That's correct. How do you know? Because it's right here. The reason why I put it up there. Cool. The water, sis. Okay, so this is the Tazah. Now, this is Tazah, but it's not this Tazah. Why is it not this Tazah? I'll give you 30 seconds to answer. It's getting blurry. All right. Somebody tell me in 20 seconds or less. Why is this not this Tazah? The end. All right. Not the beginning, but the end. You understand? I take it that's what you meant. Yes, because this is at the end, whereas this would not be at the end. Only this one will be. So if this is not at the end, if Tazah is not at the end, then you will use this. But if it's at the end, then you will use this. All right, so we got Tazah in the entire word. Not bad. Got Ra, and Tazah, which spells Aratazah. Okay, and it means earth, land, ground. That's what Aratazah means, and that's the Tazah at the end. Hold on 1 second. So next we're gonna do Ma I1. Okay. Can anyone tell me what character that is at the end? That's correct. The Aramaic. Chance, help me out. What is your answer to? Like, what question is your answer to? But yes, the cup. This is the cup. All right. All right, so I1 is our root. Okay. I1 is the root. And real quick tip, anytime knowing your root words, knowing what words mean, knowing what I1 means, knowing what shum means, knowing what dabar means, knowing what lakam means, knowing what your root words are will help you know what's connected and what's not, right? So if I was to write this in the paleo, ma, I, wa, na, ka, right? The only way I'm going to know which ones are connected, so for instance, if I put that together, I know that these two are connected. The wa and the na are connected. Why? Well, okay, here's what I will say. I know that the ma and the I are not connected because I know that the I1 is the root word. So if the I1 is the root word, I'm not going to connect the preposition or the possessive adjective that goes at the end, because I know that this is my root word. The root word is going to be by itself. So the I1 is the root word, ma is the preposition, and ka is the possessive adjective. So I know that this is ma I1 ka and not my one ka or my wa nak. You see what I'm saying? Dang, this thing keep blurring up. I think he was answering the question I had about why is the tazah at the end. I think that might be why you said the Aramaic, but Nah. So Aramaic. Hold on 1 second. I think you're confusing Aramaic with Assyrian. Assyrian and Aramaic are not the same thing. Aramaic is a different language, whereas Assyrian is a different way to write Hebrew. Assyrian Hebrew is a different form of writing Hebrew. This is the Paleo form, and this is the ancient form. And then there's a handwritten form of Assyrian Hebrew. Okay, so yeah, that's why we got this class, because we got to know this. This is what all our writing is in. This is what this book is written in these days. In today's time, the Tanakh, as well as a bunch of other literature books and other writings, some ancient scrolls are written in this form. You understand? Not a lot of forms, or not a lot of literature that we have today is written in this form. At least not now. At least not right now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to know this in order to read it. And of course, we're going to be reading out of this tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Every Sabbath service, we read out of the Tanakh, and it's written in the Syrian. So you have to know what you're reading, especially if you become an officer or trooper even, and you know what I'm saying, you got to read for the Sabbath service. Passover's coming up. When we do the Sabbath service before the Passover, we're going to be reading the Tanakh. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, YAHANNA, and all the generals are going to be at the table, and they're going to be calling brothers up to read out of Tanakh, just like we do every Sabbath service. And you're going to have to read these words. So when you have to read those words, you want to know what you're reading. You want to get up there and know that you know the Hebrew. All right. So, boom. Said all that to say, the root word for this word is I1, which means iniquity. All right. Iniquity, guilt. I1, and I'm going to put iniquity. How you spell that? Iniquity. Okay. All right. The ma is, like I just said, it's like of or what. In this instance, it's like than. So ma, in this instance, is than. You know what I'm saying? In other instances, it can mean of or what, depending on the context. So than, of, what, and then the ka, right? The ka is a The ka is a possessive adjective, means you or your. In the old Quaker English, thine. Okay. So what we have, then thine iniquity, of your iniquity, then thine iniquity. So that's the ka at the end, and not this. This ka you will only see if it's anywhere but at the end. If it's at the end, it's gonna look like this. All right, so that's the ka. Okay. Okay. Who we got left? We got the knot and the pa. Okay. See if I can find another one real quick. That's interesting. Okay, I get it. All right. That's a good one. Ha la za what? What is this letter? Crystal Moore is the only one participating. Looks like Crystal Morris want to learn Hebrew. But that is correct. It is the na. So we have ha, la, Somebody tell me what does la means while I'm writing this. Well, first of all, tell me what ha la means. Let's see if you got that. If not, you can just put what you think la means, and just let me know that you don't know what ha la means. All right, so yeah, while I write this, we got and za and na. Okay, ha la za na. Translates to That's correct. La means no or not to. No sweat by your now. You know what I'm saying? You participate if you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you got the time. I'm not trying to pressure anybody. I'm not trying to force anybody, but it does look like Crystal Morris wants to learn this Hebrew. So, big up to her. All I can do is big up a sister if she's doing her thing. Or brother. All right, so la does mean no or not. Ha, again, is the. So the, not. All right? Looks confusing right now, but I'll explain to you what that means in a second. So we got ha la azan. This na is at the end, so it's not this na. This is the na we will see typically if it's not at the end. This na is at the end, so this is the one we write. Okay? Ha la azan is, well, azan means ear. Okay? Azan means ear. La'a means not. Ha is the. Now, the way it's written, this connects, this part right here makes this one word. It makes it one word. It's written like this for a reason. The ha is here because it's talking about the ear. That's why it's connected. But it's saying ha la'a ear. Right? So not the ear. The with the ha is talking about the ear. It went before the la'a because this is one word. All right, so technically, these are both prepositions. However, la'a is not a preposition. La'a is a word. Let me know if I'm confusing y'all. La'a is a word. This is used to connect two words together. The ha is at the beginning because these two words are connected together. So instead of it being in front of the ear, so instead of it being la'a ha azan, it's here because this is all one word. Everybody understand? Pray you understand. Or actually, that here. All right, but this is the na that we use at the end of a word. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be hard to find a word with a pod then. How many words do you know with a pod at the end? Oh, there goes one right there. What is that? Job. $14 and $15. Job 14:15. Okay. So obviously, I don't have to tell you this is a pod, right? At the end, instead of this. All right. Okay. So we have da, ka, sop. Kasop is our root word. Damn, y'all can't see it, huh? Jeez. Listen, man, y'all better tell them kids you understand something in Hebrew. What was the word we went over last week? You will eat. You will sit down. All right. So, dang, why is this thing still blurred? You will sit and eat. Tell that kid, you will sit Yashabia. Oh, excuse me. Yashabia wa akal. Meaning sit and eat. Or Yeshabia wa shamat. No, Yeshabia wa shakwat. Sit and shut up. Yeshabia wa shakwat. Okay, so kasab means is a root word which means desire. I'm trying to let it focus at night. All right, that's better. All right, so kasapa means desire. And if you were in this class, you know that tha makes it future tense. All right. So that's our pa at the end. So now you can see how these are used. Here's the ka when it's not at the end. All right. If I was to put change, so now I'm gonna change it up a little bit, right? Da kasap ka. Da kasap ka. Here's the ka in the middle of the word. Here's the ka at the end. Only thing that changed is now there's a possessive. There's a possessive adjective at the end. All right, ka. And since it's at the end, it looks like this instead of this. So you can see how in this instance we have this same character that is in two different places on this word, and thus changing the actual character itself, but not the pronunciation. So it's still the, ka, sop, ka. So it doesn't change the pronunciation of it. It only changes the character used because it's at the end. Everybody understand? Yeah, for sure. Crystals, man. You can definitely use that. When you write it down. You need me to write it on the board for you? I got you. Hold on. Let's write down for you. Where we at? Oh, wow. I did not just do that. Starting to sound like the Yiddish man. Yeshabia, quiet. Sit down and be quiet. I know my mom used to say that to me all the time. Shoot. Sit down and shut up. Yeah. Well, in Hebrew, it's Yeshabia quiet. How can I put it? I'm sorry. Let me make sure. Yeah. Damn, hold on. Trying to find my notes. Anyway, Yeshabia, sit and be quiet. All right. Hold on, starting. Other than that, this is Kasapka or Kasap desire. Okay. All right. Boom. So now, with that being said, we'll move on. So that's how you use these words, these characters, at the end of a word. Any questions? My backpack. All right. Boom. Real quick, what was I about to do next? About 15 minutes. Y'all got any questions, you can type them in. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but these dang on Christians next door, boy, they 3 doors down. It sound they right here. I'm gonna just rewrite that. What the hell? Oh, y'all can't see that no way. Machine. Okay, boom. Now, also, real quick, while I got y'all, I'm gonna cover some of these characters again that people often mistake. All right, these are not to be confused with each other, but they are often confused. They are very often confused. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Jeez. Oh my God. The torture. All right, so you got which is this character, right? It looks very similar to the cup. Difference is this has a foot at the bottom. The cup does not, but it also looks like the hub. The difference is this line is connected to the top line, whereas this line on the hub is not. Okay, so that's the differences between the ha, the cha, and the the. Line is not connected to the top. Line is connected to the top. Line is connected to the top with the foot at the bottom. That's the easiest way to differentiate these characters. Tazah, you can say it looks like a Y. So does this. They both look like a Y, except this one here intersects with this line that goes back, right? And this one, this line intersects with this one. I don't know how else to put that. The back line is the one that comes all the way around, and the front line intersects with that. This one, the front line comes all the way down, and then to the front, and the back line intersects with that. If that makes sense to y'all. So that's how you can find it. There's more sharpness to this one as well. As you can see, this one comes back here, and then it shoots back that way. So when you see it in the Tanakh, that's exactly how it's gonna look. It's gonna unlike the eye that swoops around from the back, this one shoots to the back and then shoots straight to the front. The pa and the ta can be kind of tricky when you read it. You know what I'm saying? Those are like, for me, these are like the most difficult to read characters. Okay, so when you see this, it's gonna automatically, for me, it like automatically just trips me up. And I'm like, I damn near don't know what I'm looking at. Because it's not so pleasing to the eye. I don't know if that's how it is for y'all, but for me, it's not pleasing to look at. I don't like looking at this. I look at this and it just automatically just in my brain is like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they get mixed up to me. So I might look at that and say ta, but that's a pa. I might look at this and say pa, but that's a ta. So I'm just writing it up here now so you guys can know. If you see this and it looks like it has like this little line coming from the top of it and then cutting back that way. Whereas this one has this line over here, this one doesn't have that line. It has a line over here that comes around and then just tops in. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a maze. So yeah, I just had to put that one up there because it's just a confusing looking character. All right, and then sometimes the ba and the ga confuse people as well. Because it's kind of like that. The ba and the ga can confuse people. What's another one that people in the na? The ba, the ga, and the na. All right, and as you can see, there's a pretty good reason for why people may look at it and get confused. So here's the ba, and the ga, and the na. And what all these have in common is they come from up here, down, and then under. From up here, down, and under. Here, down, under. The difference is still pretty clear when you have them all next to each other. But imagine you're reading and you see all these characters, you understand? And you understand, like, just looking at it by itself, you might not be able to tell the difference from this one or maybe this one. You know what I'm saying? So here's what you gotta look for. This comes up around like this. Kind of looks like, you ever play Hangman? Where they build a platform for Hangman, and it's like this, and there's a table right there, and then you start drawing your Hangman. Yeah, well, that's what the ba is. And that's what it always looked like to me. It was like the little Hangman thing. The key thing for me is always looking at this bottom, like platform like thing. You get what I'm saying? So this one is like a platform. It extends beyond this line. So it comes from the front and extends beyond that this line that comes down. Whereas the Ga is almost like that, except it has this this kickstand type of thing that goes back, right? And then there's a line that goes up here. That's the Ga. I guess the Ka too. If you're not careful, you might look at the Ka and think that's a Na or a Ba or a Ga. You get what I'm saying? But this obviously has no straight edge. There's no like sharp edge to it. No sharp corners. Na has a sharp bottom. So it's got this, and there's like a funky little back, like an arch, and then a flat bottom. The Ka is just like a C, which is what the white man did, the oppressor did for his alphabet. He took the Ka, and now for them, the Ka is no different than the C for them, right? So this is like a C, but they took the Ka and took it from that. Well, really, it was the original Ka. It was the ancient. Ancient Ka. It looked like this, right? At one point in time, it looked like this. So eventually, it kind of like formed into this, I guess. I don't know. Actually, to be honest, I don't really know which one came first, this one or this one. But I've seen this one a lot of times, and I know this one. All right. So eventually, it went somewhere between these two, turned into this, and then got flipped around to that. So it makes the same sound. What's the difference between Canada and Kansas? You get what I'm saying? What's the difference? Canada, Kansas, same sound. So that's what they did. They took this or this, turned into that. All right, but anyway, let's get back to the Hebrew. This has no sharp edge, whereas all three of these do really. This edge is right here, but you know what I'm saying? As far as this is concerned, it's like a kickstand, if you ask me. And then there's this foot that comes under. So this is the Ba, the Ga, the Na, and the Ka. Okay? Is there any other characters that people might be having trouble with? Ma, Shalom. Oh, what up, Shamar? You out of Jacksonville, right? But yeah, he's on it. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, real quick. See, now I'm gonna help you out a little bit. All right. See what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You know some Hebrew. I'm gonna help you out though, real quick. All right. So that's Shalom, right? You got the Sha, the La, the Wa, the Ma. Right? Now you wrote Shalom Ka, but I'm gonna stop at Shalom. Here's the reason why. All right. So when we put a Wa in Shalom, it changes the meaning of Shalom. But even though it's supposed to change this meaning, it's not in the right place. And so first I'm gonna show you what it would be if it was correct, and then I'll show you why that we see that Wa there sometimes when we're reading Hebrew in the Tanakh. So if this was an accurate spelling of the word Shalom, it would be, the Wa would be here. Sha-wa, Sha-wa-lam. The reason why the Y would be here is because that would make it basically, how would you put it? Action. Action verb. So, Shawalam would really translate to piecing. Piecing. And of course, nobody speaks that way. Nobody says, I'm piecing. Nobody says that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you saying, you know, you're describing something like, yeah, he's piecing. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing up the deuces. That means we don't speak like that. So this would be the accurate way to speak inappropriately, but that's not how this is spelled. Now I'm going to tell you why you'll read this in the Tanakh sometimes, where it's a Y. And they have the geshes and all of these different symbols written throughout the Hebrew for the same reason, because they're saying this word. And what this Y is it's called geez, what is the word? Oh man, I can't think of the word, but they're implying that there's a vowel here. They're implying that there's a vowel here. And so what they do is sometimes it'll be sha-la and a ma without the wa, which would be shalom. But when they have this wa here, they pronounce it shalom, which is not Hebrew. God damn, give the dog some peace, man. Jeez, let the dog piecing. Jesus Christ, you're killing that dog. But yeah, shalom is spelled sha, la, and ma, because there's no O in Hebrew. There's no O, there's only cha, ha, there's aba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, and da. There's no O. Esau, which is the devil, we don't speak the devil's language. He imposed, that's what it's called. Vow imposed, right? They're imposing this vow. Or I think it's called imposed vow. Imposed vow. What does that mean? If you look up the word imposed, you'll know what it means. You know what I'm saying? Pull it up real quick. All right, so impose means force, to be accepted or put in place. That's what impose means. When you impose something, you're forcing it. They forced a vowel here. There's no vowel here. They forced it there. So they forced this vowel here so that it could be pronounced shalom when there is no O in Hebrew. So we don't say shalom. I know it's kind of a long-winded moment, but it was worth teaching. You feel me? We don't say shalom. We say shalom. We don't say shawalam because that word doesn't exist. We say shalom. All right. Hope that makes sense. But what you wrote was shalom ka, which is what I just went over not too long ago, which means, matter of fact, you wrote ma shalom ka, I believe, right? Yeah, ma shalom ka, which means how's your peace. All right, so if there's any questions, I'll take them real quick. Duval in the building, damn right. You understand? If y'all got any questions, you can hit me with them now. Other than that, it's 9:04. You know, so if you got questions, you can definitely ask, and I'll end with your question. And I'm gonna try to I'm gonna dig up some more history about that too, man. I know that's like a topic that I know a lot of people find interesting, you know, as far as where the Yiddish comes from and how they changed the Hebrew. You understand? I remember one time, man, I'm walking in the mall, me and two other brothers walking in the mall, and some Yiddish bastard stops us and says, "You speak Hebrew?" And all we can say is, man, keep it moving, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't speak Hebrew. You speak Yiddish. You speak some German dialect that has nothing to do with Hebrew at all. You understand? All that Shalom Shiva and Shalom Shaba and I don't know what they got going on. That is not Hebrew. All that spitting across the room stuff that they do, it's not Hebrew. All right? What we speak in here is Hebrew. All right, so if that's it, man. If nobody got no question, I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. All right, Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shabbat to the brothers, which means may the Most High in the name of Christ bless you. Yahweh Shamar Al Adunba Shem Yahweh Shai to the sisters, which means Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Feast of Purim coming up this Sunday. If you're in the Florida area, you want to be here. It's going down Sunday and Monday night. All right, so we in Riviera Beach, Florida. If you can get down, come and get down. You dig? We got brothers from all over the state coming through, from Jackson, from Duval on down. And after that, we got the Passover this month. Passover is this month. You understand? $200 Passover fee. And then we having the black party before the Passover. If you pay the Passover fee, you get in free to the black party. Okay, myself, and Officer Lafayette out of Orlando, Florida, will be performing during the black party. We also have a project we about to release within the next few days. We about to release a track, tape. So you know what I'm saying, get out of hand. All right. It's called Follow the Throne, the mixtape. It's featuring various other brothers out of Florida on this mixtape. So you definitely want to keep your eye out for that. It's gonna be on the streets real soon. It's gonna be on the website UPKFLware.com as well. So you know what I'm saying, if you want to go ahead and stream that tape, you can go to the website. It will be on. We setting up a music page on UPKFLware.com, so you can find it on there. But the tape is crazy, man. Like all of the collaborations and stuff is something to behold. So you definitely go ahead and check that out. Stay posted. We're gonna update y'all on that. Like I said, Passover, man. Oh yeah, one more thing. Everybody is encouraged to take the shuttle buses to and from these events throughout the Passover week. You understand? Because traffic is going to be crazy as hell, and there's going to be a lot of there's a J. Cole concert. I guess it's like a tour concert going on that same week, and so everybody's flooding the city that same week. And in order to avoid being caught in traffic or falling behind on time, you get what I'm saying, you want to be on that shuttle bus. All right, so reach out to your camp leader, reach out to the captain in your zone if you in Florida and you're trying to make it in Purim, and you know what I'm saying, pay your tithes. All right, shalom, y'all. Nah, no sweat, Shamar. No sweat. The wife for being here. All right, y'all.